There comes a moment in every life when silence becomes unbearable. Not the silence around you, but the silence inside you. The silence of dreams you have not touched. The silence of goals you keep postponing. The silence of the person you were supposed to become, but never allowed yourself to be. You feel it at night, when everything is quiet and there are no distractions left to hide behind. You feel it in the morning, when you wake up with the same weight you promised yourself you would let go of years ago. You know this pain. The pain of looking at your own potential and realizing you have been running from it. The pain of repeating the same day again and again while calling it a life. The pain of watching time move but your progress stays still. The pain of knowing you could be more but settling for less because it was easier. And deep down, you know the truth. No one is holding you back. Not the economy, not your past, not your circumstances. It has always been the battle inside your own mind. The battle between who you are and who you know you must become. This is the war that decides everything. The war that determines whether your future expands or your potential dies slowly in the shadows. And today, you face that war fully. No excuses, no hiding. And the 14, no denial, because this is the moment your old life ends and your real life begins. You cannot win a war you only fight on the days you feel strong. Success does not reward intensity. Success rewards consistency. Small steps repeated with discipline. Small actions carried through even when your emotions collapse. Every champion you admire was built in repetition, not in bursts. Consistency is the second key. The quiet force that keeps your fire alive when motivation burns out. It is the guardian of your future, the keeper of your momentum. It protects the progress you fought so hard to gain. Because without consistency, every victory fades and every breakthrough slips through your fingers. The truth is simple. You do not rise because you did something amazing once. You rise because you refuse to stop doing the simple things that matter. While others wait for inspiration, you build routine. While others take a day off for no reason, you take the next step, even when you are tired. While others lose their passion, you strengthen your commitment. Consistency is not loud. It is not glamorous. It does not ask for applause, but it forges results that cannot be denied. Hello, I'm delighted to assist you with our voice services. Choose a voice that resonates with you, and let's begin our creative audio journey together. Most people do not fail because they cannot start. They fail because they cannot continue. They let one missed day become a week, and a week become a habit of quitting. But when consistency becomes who you are, growth becomes inevitable. And then there is the third key, the one that separates those who collapse under pressure from those who rise in darkness. Faith, not blind belief, not wishful thinking, not hoping something will magically happen. Faith is the decision to move before the evidence appears. It is trusting the process, even when results have not arrived. It is choosing effort when doubt whispers stop. Faith lives in the gap between effort and reward. The gap where nothing seems to be working, but everything is being built beneath the surface. This is where most people quit. This is where the mind plays its cruelest tricks. This is where the voice of doubt becomes loud and the temptation to retreat feels reasonable. But faith answers with action. Faith keeps building. Faith keeps moving. Faith keeps standing when everything inside you wants to sit down. A farmer plants seeds without seeing the harvest. A builder lays the foundation without seeing the house. You take steps today without seeing tomorrow's reward. This is not weakness. It is strength. It is the armor of those who rise. Because faith turns effort into evidence, and evidence turns belief into power. The person with faith acts when afraid, moves when unsure, and continues when others stop. And each small victory, each completed task, each disciplined day adds another layer of proof that the future you want is already on its way. Faith is not a feeling. It is a weapon. And when you wield it, doubt loses its home in your mind. There is a moment in every warrior's journey when the battlefield becomes loud, louder than your plans, louder than your intentions, louder than your desire to grow. The world will try to pull your attention in 1,000 directions. And if your attention breaks, your future breaks with it. Because the fourth key to success, the one few ever master, is focus. Focus is the shield that protects your energy. Focus is the discipline that sharpens your vision. Focus is the gatekeeper of your destiny. Without focus, your strength leaks, your ideas scatter, your goals lose shape, your time evaporates. A distracted mind cannot build a powerful life. Focus says one thing: choose what matters. Eliminate what doesn't. While others scroll, you study. While others chase noise, you chase depth. While others start 10 things and finish none, you choose one mission and drive it to completion. Focus is not about force. It is about clarity. It is the courage to say no to everything that does not serve your calling. It is the wisdom to protect your attention as if your future depended on it, because it does. Every unfinished project, every half-read book, every abandoned goal is not proof that you lack talent. It is proof that you lack focus. And the greatest performers in the world share one trait: not intelligence, not privilege, not luck. They have single-minded pursuit. They hunt mastery while others chase variety. Focus is a muscle. Ignore it and it weakens. Train it and it becomes unstoppable. Build an environment where focus grows. Design your day so distractions cannot survive. Guard your attention like treasure, because whatever holds your attention shapes your future. And then comes the fifth key, the key that decides everything, the key that separates the ones who dream from the ones who rise. Courage. Courage is the doorway to every version of your life you have not met yet. It is the force that drags you out of the comfort that has kept you small. It is the power that breaks the cage of good enough. Comfort whispers, stay here. It's safe. But safe does not build strength. Safe does not create growth. Safe does not transform your life. Growth lives in discomfort. Strength lives in resistance. Character lives in challenge. Your next level lives 1 inch past easy. Courage is not about being fearless. Courage is about moving even when you are afraid. Courage is choosing progress over comfort, purpose over ease, growth over safety. Comfort protects you today but steals your tomorrow. Courage costs you today but rewards you for the rest of your life. Every time you step into challenge, you break the chains that held your potential hostage. Every time you stretch further than your doubts allow, you find a piece of yourself you did not know existed. Every time you refuse to settle, you expand the borders of the life you are capable of living. Courage is not loud. Sometimes it is just one quiet decision. One small step. One brave moment when everything inside you says stop, but your soul says go. And that single moment can change everything. There is a truth every successful person eventually discovers. A truth powerful enough to end the war inside you. A truth that separates the ones who drift from the ones who dominate. Success is not an accident. Success is not a mystery. Success is not a miracle. Success is engineered. It is designed by intention, protected by discipline, strengthened by structure, and built with the 5 keys you now carry: determination, consistency, faith, focus, courage. These are not motivational ideas. These are weapons. And when you wield them together, your old life cannot survive. Every morning is a vote for progress or a vote for drift, a vote for the person you are or the person you refuse to be any longer. Success does not come from bursts of effort. It comes from structure. It comes from choosing what matters and eliminating what does not. It comes from building systems that make success automatic and failure difficult. Wake up with awareness. Review your mission. Choose your priorities before the world chooses them for you. Guard your inputs because the mind is a garden. Whatever you plant will grow. Plant excellence, and excellence becomes habit. Plant noise, and noise becomes normal. Measure something every day. What you track improves. What you ignore dissolves. Your life expands when your focus sharpens. Your results accelerate when your effort becomes consistent. Surround yourself with people who hold you accountable, not people who comfort your weaknesses. Comfort is cheap, correction is valuable, and the right people make discipline contagious. The struggle will not disappear, but you will outgrow it. You will not remove resistance. You will rise above it. And each small act of discipline adds armor to your spirit until the old enemies no longer have a place to live. There comes a moment in the journey when everything that once slowed you begins to lose its grip. The hesitation weakens. The distractions fade. The fear quiets. The comfort zone cracks. And the person you were is not strong enough to pull you back anymore, because something new has been born inside you. A mind that no longer negotiates. A heart that no longer retreats. A spirit that no longer bows to weakness. Each disciplined day adds force. Each focused hour builds momentum. Each act of courage expands your world. Each victory, even small, strengthens the foundation beneath your feet. And suddenly, you are not pushing anymore. You are being pulled by the future you created. You are being drawn forward by the strength you built. Your destiny is no longer a possibility. It is becoming your identity. When determination lights the spark, when consistency keeps the flame alive, when faith carries you through the unseen, when focus shapes your path, and when courage pushes you past the edge of comfort, something extraordinary happens. Success is no longer fragile. It is fortified. It no longer depends on mood or circumstance. It becomes a force you carry everywhere you go. This is the moment the inner war tilts in your favor. This is the moment the old voices fall silent. This is the moment you stop surviving and start becoming. You do not chase success anymore. You rise into it. You grow into it. You earn it with every choice you defend. And when you hold these 5 keys long enough, there comes a day when success is no longer a dream. It is inevitable. This is your war. This is your awakening. This is your rise. And it begins right now. If you are ready to awaken the strongest version of yourself, if you are ready to step into the life you were meant to live, type 8 inches the comments. Why 8? Because 8 is the number of rise, the number of infinite growth, the number that means I refuse to stop here. Comment 8 to declare your new beginning. And then share your biggest desire, your dream, your mission for the next chapter of your life. Write it boldly. Let the world hear the future you are choosing. You never know who you will inspire by speaking your intention out loud.